In this video, we're going to talk about how to figure out the difference between parallel versus relative keys. So parallel and relative keys are talking about the difference between a major and a minor key and how we can relate two different keys. So what we want to first figure out is what major key does the key signature show. So let's say that we have a key signature that has one sharp. Now we have two possibilities when we have a key signature. We have the major possibility and we have the minor possibility. With one sharp, our major possibility is G major. And with one sharp, our minor possibility is E minor. So because we have the same key signature, we're going to call this relative minor. So E would be the relative minor of G, and G major would be the relative major of E. So the relative keys are the keys that share the same key signature. So that means that when we look at parallel keys, we're going to look at keys that do not share the same key signature, but have the same first name. So for example, if we used something like two sharps, and we said that this is going to be the major version, D major, the parallel key of D major is going to be D minor, even though D minor has one flat on B. So it's going to be a B flat. So the key signature for D minor is one flat, and the key signature for D major is two sharp. So even though they have different key signatures, they're going to have the same first letter name. So D minor, D major, A minor, A major, C major, C minor. Those are going to be called parallel keys. They have a parallel relationship, whereas the notes that share, the keys that share the same key signature, like C major and A minor, are going to be called relative keys. Now let me show you our circle of fifths. This circle of fifths will show us all of our relative key signatures. So anything that shares the same key signature is going to be on this chart. So for example, C and A minor, which I just used, is going to be our relative key. D and B minor, those are also relative keys because these share the same key signature. B flat and G are relative, and really everything on here is relative. I'm just picking random ones. E major and C sharp minor, those are also relative. Now, this chart doesn't really help to find parallels very easily, but you can kind of draw lines from parallels. So for example, if you wanted to find D major and D minor, you could see that D major has two sharps and D minor has one flat. Now again, this chart isn't the best for showing parallel minors, but it really does help for showing relative minors. So that's the big difference between parallel and relative key signatures. I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.